Somebody asks, can someone give me vivid details about the conflicts that INFJs feel inside? There are lots of different conflicts I believe INFJs feel inside. The one that comes to mind, though, today is identity. I think INFJs, maybe more than any other type, struggle with landing on and moving forward with a secure sense of themselves, of who they are, of what they want, and of how they should proceed in light of those things. And the reason for that is because when it comes to values, when it comes to feelings and what we see as worthwhile, while our internal INFJ introverted intuition is independent and unique to us and something we can always come back to and see as its own idiosyncratic thing that does define us, that is unique to us. In terms of values, we will disappear into what others find important. We will relate to others through auxiliary extroverted feelings so fully that to others, especially to introverted feelers, it seems as though we're not aware of or being true to or authentic with our actual selves and our actual values. And it's hard, given that, to go back then and identify with introverted intuition, because introverted intuition is unconscious. It's not something that we're choosing to see or measuring consciously as it happens. It's not the result of thought. It's not the result of conceptualizing and putting pieces together. It's insight. It's a daydream. It's a vision. It happens when we're not expecting it, when we're paying attention to other things. And so it's difficult for an INFJ to say, yes, this nebulous, edgeless thing, introverted intuition, that MBTI says is the core of my identity, is me, and I can identify with that, and I can move forward despite how my values change. Well, that might be putting it wrong. It's not that our values actually change. It's just that we can relate to everyone else perfectly, so much so that we seem to disappear into them. And so the only thing I want to say about that, which I think can be helpful, is that to an introverted feeler, an INFP or ISFP, or someone for whom introverted feeling is auxiliary, like an ENFP, it seems like we're being disingenuous because we're not expressing and standing in our own appraisals of value, but adjusting to others and stepping back and reserving judgment and taking in what others are showing us until we fully understand exactly where they're coming from and what they want. To an introverted feeler, that seems like we're not being true to ourselves. But if you're an INFJ, and this is something I've had to learn, and I still have to learn over and over, adjusting that way, taking in everything that way, seeing things from every different possible point of view and seeing the connections between all those points of view to where they don't actually seem to be contradictory when you get to the core of them, that is the most authentic an INFJ can be. If you get that, you can stop trying to jump to a sense of identity that's not there by trying to be authentic the way an introverted feeler is when for you that's not authentic. For you as an INFJ, for us, I should say, authenticity is that reserved nature. It is peering from without and seeing and measuring and relating on every level. So I hope that distinction is clear. That's something that I believe causes a lot of conflict within INFJs. And it's something that can take a long time to have to learn over and over on different levels until we do start to own that fundamental nature of ourselves, the introverted intuitive who unconsciously sees and puts things together and can see everyone's different point of view.